This is the most important thing you have to remember. Your feet are not the problem. All of us have different genetic makeups of our feet. We all have different strengths and weaknesses, but in reality, many dancers believe things about their feet that simply aren't true. As a physiotherapist for dancers, I've seen how these beliefs can hold people back and even cause real harm. So today I will break down 3 common false beliefs dancers often have and show you simple exercises you can start doing right away to train your feet better. Let's start with a big one. Great ballet feet are all about genetics. Actually, this might be the one that holds dancers back the most. Because if beautiful functional ballet feet are just something you're born with, it makes you think that no matter how hard you work, it'll never be enough. But the truth is, your anatomy is only your starting point, not your destiny. With the right training, you can absolutely improve how your feet look and how they work for ballet. The exercise that we're going to do to explore this is called French feet. It's simple, but it's a different way to think about foot training. We're going to place one foot in front and then you're going to use 2 fingers underneath the ball of the foot. And then we press the ankle up onto like a high coup de pied position and swing the heel of the hand underneath to give a little support to the heel. Now, without gripping the toes, activate the deep muscles in your foot to lift it into a small dome under the ball of your foot. Extend the knee and keep that subtle activation, but with a beautifully shaped foot. What makes this exercise special is that it trains the deep muscles that shape the foot from within without gripping from the ankle. It's not about doing 3 sets of 10. It's more about finding the subtlety and then connecting it to the movement that you're going to be doing in class. And that's what my dance masterclass is all about. Helping you train your feet in a way that works for you so you can make the most of your beautiful feet. Okay, let's move on to the second belief. Now this is a tricky one. Stronger feet equals better balance, right? Well, it helps, but it's not the full answer. A lot of dancers think they need to be stronger on rise, when in fact they actually need to be more stable. Stability is not strength. Strength is not stability. So what exactly is stability? Stability means being able to control your movement in every direction without trying too hard. We need to be subconsciously stable when we're dancing so that we're not overly recruiting and overly locking our body down. This exercise will help you with just that. It's called ball hovers. We're actually going to have the heel on a tennis ball. This gives a slightly unstable platform. Stand on the ball and bring the leg to a parallel retire. Play with your balance, finding your center, trying to use the least amount of effort to keep nice and stable. Don't overly lock because it'll make you actually more unstable. Now we can try doing a toe tap. Drop the ball of the foot to the floor here, then lift it over the top and tap on the other side. Find your bearings with the bar and then take the hands off if you can, keeping deep connection to center. Beautiful. And you'll see the foot is learning how to adjust and stabilize with a slightly unstable base. Last up, a belief that's just plain wrong. You have to stretch your ligaments hard. Let me be very clear, you do not. If we stretch the ligaments, they don't find themselves again. So if you stretch them a little bit too far, your foot can become very unstable. That can lead to injuries and it won't give you any functional range. If you want better point range, mobility is the best place to begin. We really want to look at how the joints slide and glide rather than gap open. Here's one easy exercise to help you get started. We're going to start with the shin bone reasonably vertical. We use the heel of the opposite side gently on the top of the big toe joint. Then Svana's just going to think of spiraling this whole leg, and you can see as she rotates the leg, this brings the foot up into this beautifully arched position. Then we de-rotate the leg, letting it move into pronation. And then we supinate and we pronate. If that feels fine, we can take the foot back into a mini calf stretch. Repeat the exercise again, rotating that shin bone, watching to see the arch raise and then lower. So this exercise starts to mobilize the deep fascia up in the back of the calf. It's mobilizing the rear foot and the midfoot. So remember, your feet don't need more forceful stretching, they need smart training. Finally, if there's one thing that ties all this together, it's knowing that deeply understanding the anatomy of your own feet is crucial to developing the best foot training process for you and ensuring that you can dance for as long as possible. In my dance masterclass, I go much deeper with a full program designed to help you build the beautiful, powerful feet you've always wanted. So let's get started.